Alright, with that pre-video disclaimer by, it's time to do some Let's Demo Resident Evil 6. I've been waiting a little while for this, and I know I'm a day late to the party. It's been a while since I've actually recorded any commentary for anything, maybe about a month and a half. School, work, girlfriend, that really eats away your time. But I found some time. I was waiting for this demo because I really wanted to talk about it. I really wanted to see how this was all going to go down in Control, and I know, once again, I know I'm a day late to the party. That's due to the fact that I got home at 8 o'clock last night, and apparently the demo, my friend told me the demo, even if I got home early, it wouldn't have mattered because the demo wasn't even up on the US PSN until like 7 o'clock yesterday on the 18th. So if I got home early, it really wouldn't have made a difference. But either way, so I'm guessing that in the final product, now take note, I've already seen all the footage for these demos, and I've already played all the demos with both characters, and I will say that Leon's definitely impressed me. I thought it was going to be kind of crap. Auto, yeah, aiming reticle, I want on classic. Actually, you know what, we'll show all this through the menu, because when you start Leon's game off, you don't have... Actually, let's turn the brightness up, because on my TV, it's an SD TV, so you can't really see anything. Let's turn the brightness all the way up here. You're supposed to put it all the way down until you can't even see the 6, but like to here, that's way too dark for me. Take note that this also affects the cutscene brightness, so it's actually a hell of a lot more annoying in that sense. Now, take note, I played through all 3 campaign demos with all 6 characters, like Leon and Elena, Chris and Piers, and Jake and Sherry, about 3 times each, and I have an opinion about each. I will say that from these sections of the demos, the co-op experience definitely is different. Leon and Elena, both in this one section, have different dialogue for certain parts, and do different things during certain action sequences, which I thought was actually kind of impressive, considering in RE5, when you played as Sheva and Chris, when you played as Sheva, she was just a left-handed version of Chris. So, that's it. We're offline right now, I'm not signed in. We're going to start the game. I have not experienced the multiplayer, but I know for a fact that it's drop in, drop out, which will make the game, like, me actually maybe appeal to multiplayer. But the AI in this game is not dog shit. It is not, like, terrible. I mean, you don't have to, like... I mean, I'm very happy that you don't have to, watch health and ammo and weapons now.
Weapons are a global threat. Working with the rest of the
I'm happy to skip this because we've already seen it. And, you know, since I'm going to LP the game anyway, I'm going to skip it because it's literally just the same thing if you watch the trailers. Same thing, really. If you watched Conan O'Brien play the game on Conan for, whatever, what the fuck was it? Something gamer, but this is the same basic demo that he got, and it's just like Leon shoots the president in the head, Hunnigan comes up. So, this is, each menu and the HUDs are different for each character. The only similar, like Leon and Elena both have this HUD. Jake and Piers have the same HUD. Piers and Chris have the same HUD. Jake and Sherry don't. Sherry actually has this HUD, but Jake has his own. So these are the settings. That's restart from that's the end of the game entirely. That's restart from the last checkpoint. That's resume. You can also press circle, of course. This is our settings. So a lot of stuff is customizable in this game, which made basically me appeal greatly to like anything now. Because as you can see, that icon display over there pisses me off, and the HUDs, I'm turning those off because they're stupid. You can change the position of the HUD if you want to, if you prioritize on the right side or left side, or if you have it set to this, whenever you change the camera with the R3, it does that. I'm going to put subtitles on. I'm going to take my gamer ID off because I'm not playing online. And I'm going to change my reticle laser dot sight to purple. Now, you can play with a reticle or the laser sight. I'm playing with just the reticle because I played, you know, Resident Evil 4 and 5 before. There is no difficulty select. This is how you pick your targeting here. You can also have the dot sight and the targeting reticle, but I'd just rather have the laser sight. It's what I'm used to. You can turn auto reloading off if that pisses you off. The way you reload in this game is not aim and press a button anymore, or go to your inventory or do that. It's you can aim or you can just press square. Our camera settings, I have the sensitivity on my camera and my aim up to 7. That's just my personal preference. That's basic. What I did is I turned my laser dot sight purple. I actually could have changed it so that when I press L1, I could have either had the reticle, like what I'm doing here. My camera is I have the setup where wherever direction my camera is facing is where I'll aim. So see how Leon was facing this direction, but I had the camera pointing here. I press L1, points me there. That's that was not in Resident Evil 5 or 4 for anyone who cares. Also, I hope you got a good look at that. That's L2 right there. That's your HUD in case you need to see it. I hope you got a good look at that controller setup during the loading screen, because Jesus Christ, because they don't give you any tutorialization in the demo. I'm sure in the final product, when the prelude campaign thing comes up, that's going to be the tutorial.
He said it was some sort of fog.
I will say,
this thing spread in gas form.
Despite me,
anyone who breathed it got infected.
We're on the campus right now.
Everyone on campus.
Yeah, but then why is it so quiet?
Well, clearly there are zombies afoot, Leon. Your old friends. So either way, as I was saying, Paul Mercier does not voice Leon in this game, as you probably all would know. It's actually what's Michael Mercer from There Will Be Brawl and stuff. And I will say that he does a good job, like, as impersonating Paul Mercier. So, some things that kind of get to me here that a lot of people complain about. I'm switching cameras here. The camera angle is definitely not really over the shoulder. We are way too close into Leon on either side here, and that kind of just ruins a lot of focus that I have. Moving in this game, I'm just lightly holding the analog stick forward here. That's walking. If I full-on press the analog stick forward, I'm running. There's no run button in this game, and that kind of annoys me, because, I mean, I kind of, in some cases, feel that it's good, but there's a dash now. Like, I can't really show you the animation because it doesn't let you do it for some reason, but definitely, like, the dashing is a good, like, is a hell of a lot faster than just holding down the front. So I don't really think there's going to be instances where you're going to need to, like, push forward or walk and shit. Now, pressing triangle opens up your menu just like it did in RE5. And this is my ammo. We have 9mm ammo, 40 bullets here. If I press R2, I go to my weapons, which I can also get from a quick select via the D-pad. Now we have a survival knife here. We can equip that like this, or change the slot. If we press our wing shooter, our VP70 here, we can change the modes to dual wielding. Dual wielding, a lot of people are amped for. I really don't like it, because I use laser dot, and the laser dot sight really ruins the dual wielding. If you're wondering how I changed there, I just pressed L1 and I pressed triangle. That changes firing modes on any weapon that is a secondary fire. This case is the dual wield. This is the thing about dual wielding is that once you fire, it doesn't really fire 2 bullets at once when you press the button. It actually just fires 1 bullet from the first gun, then a second bullet from the second gun once you tap the button again. But the thing is that after you press the button once, the laser dot changes to the second pistol. So it actually gets, like, it actually gets really disorientating trying to line your shots up sometimes. So we're going to knock over this soda can and get encounter with our first enemy.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
This is Leon's demo out of all 3 is the only one that has zombies. Wow, that is probably the first time I actually shot a zombie in the head and its head came off on the first bullet. So, Elena is usually pretty good at taking heads. But you never know. There's always an instance where I am an idiot. So I just picked up ammo and skill points there. It's just a common relevance. This asshole, I'm gonna melee kick. So, one thing I really don't like about the game, as of already, is this melee button. Because if you press R1 here, everyone does a melee attack. You can chain melee attacks, you do a lot of special maneuvers with melee attacks. The dodge, I'll demonstrate the dodging later. But you can move and shoot, it's actually very minuscule, you can't really move a lot. I picked up an herb, once again, you can mix in the menu, there's limited inventory space, that's quick select. Up and down is health and F8 sprays and grenades. R2 actually, did I get hit? No. R2 is actually use a health tablet, which we have 5 of if you can see in the HUD, which I doubt you can because of my shitty recording setup, but that's just how it is. I'm trying to remember what I was trying to say, but as I was saying, well, that's not what I was looking for. The melee button, I mean, you do have a stamina meter below your health bars there, and if you abuse your melee, you do actually run out and oh shit. Thank you, Elena. Now I just took his head off. That's one of the primary ones you'll use. That guy's still feasting, but if you abuse the melee, you spam it out, you will eventually, once again, first time that I took the zombie's head off in one bullet, you will eventually, what's it called? I'm not going to mix these yet. You will eventually, I'm going to melee this guy. You will eventually run out of stamina. That's a special takedown for the environment. But if you see on my stamina there, it's recharging. I used up 2 full bars doing those 3 attacks. And that's what depletes when you do stamina. And I also, since I got grabbed and I took damage, I lost 1 health block. So I'm going to press R2, and I'm going to take 1 herb tablet. Now, if I had lost more blocks of health, I could have tapped that multiple times to take multiple tablets to refill multiple degrees of health. So, I like that aspect, that you don't always have to go back to your menu to mix herbs. I think that's an interesting... I think that's a pretty good addition. One thing I really don't like is the melee, because it kind of gives you a little bit too much strength, in my opinion. I mean, you can even do instant death attacks with the knife, so I don't understand why you would need to give yourself melee. This zombie's going to jump on me, I'll demonstrate. Demonstrate how the action commands work in this game. So, unlike in the previous games, where in the original titles you would have to, you know, mash on your control stick and buttons, or an RE5 and 4, where you would just tap the analog stick back and forth. In this game, there's a meter that you have to fill, and a time limit of how long it takes. And then occasionally, if you're on the ground or being grabbed from the front, I believe it's only on the ground, actually. I believe it's only if you get grabbed on the ground, actually. I'm not sure if that's the truth. But once again, you can mix herbs by pressing this. I store it in my storage case, which is above my ammo count there. I'm going to take another herb tablet. So now I only have 9 herbs in my bank here, in my storage case. I'm going to take those ammo and those incendiary grenades. Why they're incendiary grenades. Jesus Christ, I am getting lucky there. Yeah, this guy. Alright, this is probably a perfect... that's a perfect demonstration. I tapped the button too early, so I didn't get the instant kill. That's what those, like, section meters are for. You're supposed to wait for the timer to hit the section meter, then press this command, and then you can get an instant kill. You can actually shoot these fire extinguishers for explosions. They're colored nice and red in around areas. So, you know, they're kind of like explosive barrels from RE3. Let's pluck this guy. I'm getting really lucky, because usually, like, in the previous other times, when I've shot these dickheads, I have not, like, gotten any real damage off on them. Now, I probably should have gone up and meleeed that guy, because, once again, melee is easily usable to kill anything. as I'm going to demonstrate on this guy who I'm going to sprint up on. Well, that's not... Oh, wait, shit, mash an X. Okay, so I didn't get to do my charge attack. Well, Helena just took the head off of that chick, but I'm pretty sure if Helena didn't do it, my roundhouse kick probably would have done it anyway. The melee is a bit overpowered, but once again, you can't spam it. I'm still kind of miffed about how there is a melee.
It'll lead you off the campus.
But so far, I don't think it's ruined the game. Once again, until the actual game comes out, I'm not going to really have a full distinguished opinion of the game. But you know, fuck it, we'll demonstrate the charge on this guy. That's just dashing. That's just dashing by running forward and holding X on the PS3 controller. And you can actually do parkour and shit like this. Like normally I would have to. And that demonstrates how certain zombies will try to melee attack you, and if you press the button at the right time, you can turn the weapon back at them and instant kill them. So Leon can parkour like a badass, I guess. Like everybody nowadays, I guess. But like I had to press X there. If I'm dashing at an object, I don't have to press X. He just does it automatically. I will demonstrate dodging later, probably in Chris's case, because Chris is a little bit of an asshole. So now I'm going to melee this chick to death. Once again, I just took her head off with a roundhouse kick. I didn't even need to waste a single bullet. Take note, you can't really do this with every single character. That guy was dazed, and I just did a special kill on him. Because he was dazed, I used his weapon to instant kill him. That's pretty much all that does. This chick up here has a fucking sledgehammer, and I'm getting a lot of free decaps here. Sometimes your roundhouse kick does not decapitate. Actually, a good amount of times when I've been playing the demo, the roundhouse kick does not decapitate. It actually doesn't. It usually just knocks them on the ground and I have to stomp their heads, but like I said, that's pretty much how you would use the melee. Once again, switching here. This is basically, we're running really close. Oh, wait. I didn't even, did I go to the, oh, I did.
Never know what's around the next corner.
Did I go to the place and figure out it's locked? I don't fucking think I did. Whatever. Probably did it while I was talking. So this part of the demo, we're really nearing the end here. Now this instance is one I didn't really think was good when I saw it the first time. The reason being is because I thought, like, you know, we're going to be crowded by a bunch of zombies and we're just going to, like, basically do nothing and just pump bullets into them. But in reality, this section is actually kind of, like, illustrative of a lot of sections of, like, an early Resident Evil game. Like, I can think of numerous instances in Resident Evil 3 and 2 where you've had to... I apologize for that beeping, it's really annoying. So this is where I use my grenades. Actually, I probably should have gotten to the other end. Okay. I'm gonna wait for more guys to pile in. Falcon kick you, ho! Alright, I'm throwing my hand. That's the incinerator. I'll just wait until it's over. Oh, nice, I got an incinerator grenade back. Alright. Why is the beeping louder when I'm not approaching it? There we go. Down you go, big boy. So, like I said, I actually spammed the melee here, and I got really tired. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, spamming the melee, once again, really does have an effect, because, like, if you spam the melee and you run out of stamina, you can't really do melee attacks. If you run out of stamina, period, you can't do melee attacks like this. I'm sluggish, I can't move.
What are you doing now, Mike?
I've almost got it. Hang on.
I'm gonna get my knife ready. Because for the section coming up. Oh wait, I want those bullets. So now I'm just holding back until Hunnigan opens the door. Sluggishly kicking guys with hoodies. This is bad.
Get out of there!
Now, they're mandatorily gonna get in here. This part is interesting. In Leon's case, you have to kill the zombies. In Elena's case, you actually have to use an action command.
One surprise after another.
To hold the door shut while Leon kills the zombies. So once again, the co-op is actually pretty good. What I was trying to say before is that there are numerous instances in like Resident Evil 2 and 3 that I can think of where you actually had to go up against a very good crowd of zombies. The only real difference is that in that game you had to rely on your wits and your skills in maneuvering with a shotgun as well as the game controller. In that case, I literally just ran about dashing like a dick and spamming R1 and shot once, I might add. So that's how that really differs. But that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about that. In these desks there's some ammo, but in this desk is another collectible, which leads me to believe that we're definitely also I'm gonna tap that twice to get 2 tablets there. But also due to the severe bullshit scale. Not bullshit scale. I don't know what I'm trying to say exactly. What I'm trying to say is, what I was referring to is that, the achievement list got leaked. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna hold. Oh wait, I missed the dodge. But I'm gonna get this instant kill. And I kick him, and I should knock his head off, but I don't think I did. But that's okay, because I just falcon kicked him, and he's down. But as I was saying, the achievement list got leaked, and there's one that's like collect all the serpent emblems or something. So I'm guessing there will be a chapter select, which is really disappointing to me. I mean, there's 5 chapters according to the achievements list. There's 5 chapters per campaign. So that leads me to believe that I don't know how to react to that entirely. Let's take 2 more tablets. Capcom has stated that what's it called? I lost 2 health bars again. You know, I still haven't gotten the hit detection down on the zombies. Like, I think Leon takes less damage than Elena, but I don't know for sure about that. And I'm wasting so many tablets because I refuse to shoot these guys. Alright, might as well demonstrate the dual wielding for you. If Elena doesn't kill him first. So you fire about 2 times as many bullets as you would normally. That's basically the only difference, but I'm taking it off because I don't like it. It technically does increase your clip size, as you could tell from this. As you could tell from what's it called? See, by doing this, I'm gonna then switch back to my gun, take it off. You can see that technically the bullet count does change. So I'm not gonna. I have a remote bomb there, which another item that I think is useless, but I'm gonna wait for the zombies assholes here. Throw out my what's it called, and then I'm gonna falcon kick this hoe and do that, and gather up my items and then piss off. So I'll demonstrate the dodging in Chris's demo, but this is basically this one. There's one more section that is basically what I think will be the action commands of the game. I mean, we already seen what I in the very first gameplay demo, I think, at E3 this year. We already kind of saw what the gameplay was like, what an action command was gonna be like filling out the circle with your back and forth motion, pressing certain buttons. That's kind of what this action command is. This action command style is actually. But here we are at the end of the demo, and we're just gonna run. It's not a good idea to try to take down that many zombies with this little ammo, basically. So we're gonna run like shit and hope that Elena does not get hit by that guy with the fire axe. Or I get hit by the guy with the fire axe. Alright, I'll demonstrate the quick shot for you by using up a stamina bar. by using up a stamina bar, as well as by using up a stamina bar, you could tap L1 and R1 and do a shot like that will auto-target the nearest enemy and shoot them, and you can chain it. So now we have to look around the car. We just kind of have to make. So first we check the glove box for the keys. I kind of like this aspect. In Elena's case, you don't do anything, actually, which is good, because in Leon's case, he actually does get the keys, and Elena just sits there. So if there's a lot of action segments like this in the game, I think that I will enjoy the action commands a lot better than I did in both Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5. In my opinion, action commands ruin a lot of good games. I just think action commands are needless, especially in games like Resident Evil 4 or 5. But 5 is a pretty shitty game overall. It doesn't really. The gameplay already itself is very stale, and the atmosphere is stale. The entire experience in game of 5 is stale. 4 had a good atmosphere, a good amount of playability, controlling, a good amount of flair to it. But I still think the action commands just destroyed certain aspects. I mean, there's nothing really difficult about tapping a button, then pressing 2 buttons at the same time. There's nothing really difficult about pressing 2 buttons at the same time. That's the thing. In situations like that, I like the looking around aspect, like interaction. I like that to try to find the car keys. I did not like just pressing R1 and R2 by a visual prompt with no real consequences. It just seemed useless. But so far, Leon's gameplay's demo here is the only one that has had action commands. Chris and Jake's do not. So before I jump into Chris's, since it starts us off right in the middle of gunfire, and it doesn't really give me much chance to fix anything, I will demonstrate what his HUD looks like. I'm gonna keep everything at default here. I'm changing my reticle sight to yellow because that contrasts the most with the environment. And Chris's gameplay, and I predicted this from the start. Just from this demo, I can tell I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm gonna put icon display on so we can see. Where is the? Can I not turn the HUD on? There we no. HUD position, set it to the right, of course. So let's play the game, shall we? Let's go to Chris's campaign. I'm not going to do Elena. I will say Elena starts off with the Hydra, and I guarantee you in the beginning of the game, in the real game, she's not going to have that Hydra. But it's nerfed in this game where it only holds 3 shells like you would think it would. And it's actually only really useful for blowing zombies' heads off. I don't really think it's... The quick shot for it, like by tapping R1 and L2, has 2 forms. There's one where Elena does a slide, and another where she just shoots it. So in Chris's case here, we're on top of this tank. In Pierce's case, we're actually in that truck, in the driver and the passenger seat of that truck that just got flipped over, and you actually see him climb out. So once again, I think Capcom does a reasonable job of making. If the rest of the game is similar to don't quit the game. If the rest of the game is definitely similar to that, similar to situations like that, I will definitely say that the co-op is a hell of a lot more impressive than fucking RE5, as well as the AI. I don't think I stressed it enough when I said the AI was really actually in this game not dog shit. Like, Piers here actually knows how to play. Like, Piers right here knows what to do. He has a machine gun with bullets, and he has his Barrett. He knows when to use the Barrett, and he knows when to use the machine gun. That being said, I think that... Yeah, thanks. That being said, if these are the only parts of the game where co-op really has any distinguishable difference on who you choose, I know there are going to be a few in maybe Chris's case, then I don't think co-op is all is that impressive as it should be. Like, when I play the actual game around, and I might switch characters, because switching characters in this game actually has a pretty, from the demo's perspective at least, has a distinctive effect. Because if Piers is going to have it, Piers and Elena are going to have just those loadouts for most of the game. They're not going to have combat knives. They're not going to have any things such as that. All they're going to have is their shotgun. Piers doesn't have a handgun. He has a machine gun that shoots handgun bullets. So basically, this is Chris's gameplay. One humongous clusterfuck of people shooting you in the face, and no real distinguishable way to determine who's an enemy unless they shoot you directly in the face, because the camera is very bad in like sections like this when enemies are attacking you from every position from your teammates. Like, fucking every time I went through this, I thought my guys up here, these two guys, some enemy, some Yabo get up here. I thought my own fucking guys were shooting at me because they looked almost because in the texture, when you move back, there's darkness, and their textures looked almost exactly like Yabo. And there's way too many people like this. And the cover system, which I'm pretty sure you're supposed to prominently use to not get continuously shot in the face, is terrible, because it's not like Uncharted or, like, I'm just going to say Uncharted, where you could just press a button and link up against the wall. No, there are certain surfaces that you randomly go up against and link into, and then getting out of the cover to shoot is not, you're not able to do it all, because getting out of the cover to shoot, you're not able to do at all. You can throw grenades in. I do think that's kind of interesting, that the grenade actually went in there. Ah, fuck it, that guy can piss off. But like I was saying, like, this is the problem. Like, you think I would be able to get up against this sandbag, that's all I want to do, but no. Instead I hardcore parkour that fucker. That really doesn't give me any distinguishment. How the fuck am I supposed to figure that, like, how do I know what is being able to be put on as cover and what isn't? I really don't know. That's just a cold hard fact of the whole entire situation. Like, did you know that you can, I can cover into this, right here, by pressing L1. How am I supposed to know this? What makes this piece, the ACP, different than this fucking wall right here? How am I supposed to know? And once again, I would like to link with this sandbag, but I can't, because when I press L1, I aim down my sights. So I definitely think that this, just in terms of gameplay mechanics, is going to be the terrible one. Added to that, it's just going to be COD and Gears all over again, which I'm pretty fucking sick of by this point. I know this is not going to be the exact color scheme for the entire game, because we eventually are going to go to China, and there's going to be a lot more color and red and neon lights and shit. But I just don't like Chris's gameplay style. I really don't understand why they chose to, did you know I can link with that wall? And sometimes you link to shit when you don't even want to. Did you know that Chris... I don't understand why Capcom made the decision to put Chris as the action asshole. I don't understand it necessarily. That was an action command to counterattack. There's plenty of those that you'll miss because they show up at a random. I just don't understand it. I mean, like, when a game... And where the fuck is Jill? I really hope that is brought up in at least either Damnation, at least, or in the prologue. Because it's like, at the end of Resident Evil 5, which you think would be the conclusion, because, oh yeah, Wesker's dead, we kind of saved Jill from eternal damnation after we thought she was dead. I kind of would hope that she would be alive and kicking and be Chris's partner again. But no, she disappears off the face of the earth, and it kind of just makes me wonder. Like, I hope it's explained. Like, Claire is fine. I can understand that. Claire is not going to be in the game because of degeneration. I'm going to skip that cutscene with the Ogreman. So I think it's kind of awkward that Jill is not in the game. Instead we get this guy from most likely Greece, because Piers is a Greek name. I looked that up because I was curious to what fucking kind of name is Piers. Obviously that's his fucking light. And after two consecutive titles of literally the giant fucking fuck me light types, I've really grown sick and tired of these enemies. This boss fight plays almost exactly similar to an El Gigante fight, except for the fact that the fuck me light is already exposed and you kill him with an action command, which makes him basically utterly useless and even weaker than El Gigante or El Gigante, I should say, and Indesu. But I'm gonna show you how fucking weak this guy is. I'm not gonna even get these crates. Fuck it, I just need to get behind this asshole. Right behind him? Well, that's not gonna work, but if you just shoot him right in the fuck me light, just shoot him directly in there, it's like, see, like that. When he does that, well, he just knocked me over. He's already down. I can press L1 here, I can mash on my X button right now. As long as I can mash hard enough to keep up with that timer, I win. How fucking easy is that? And I love how there's even an icon marker to tell you that that's the weak spot, as if you're retarded. Like, of course, the big, giant fuck me beacon on the top of his head is not denoted as his weakness at all. I've really grown sick and tired of games treating you like idiots. I've really grown sick and tired of the series doing that. Oh my fucking god. You know, like, I really hope that all the boss fights are not going to be like that. I mean, Ustanok, like, you shoot him in the head. I think that's kind of obvious, because everything else is kind of bulletproof. That's going to be difficult just to accomplish normally. But I think, if we go back here to that door we were trying to enter before, you might have noticed the gun icon that I'm following. There's actually a shotgun in there that I'm going to get. But I like literally just and like Yawn, you shot it in the Yawn, the new Yawn boss fight. That's probably going to be in Chris's Chris's flashback. That one is just a little bit too stupid. Like, you definitely just shoot the thing in the mouth and you just escape from anything with an action command. It really doesn't give you a sense of difficulty, is what I'm trying to say. Like, when I was playing as Piers, I went up to that tower, the El Gigante... Wow, the camera batteries died right after I cut clip. That really blows. But the El Gigante douchebag went over here, and I perched up in here with my Barrett, and I shot him once with the Barrett in the back of the fuck me light, and he went down, and I got on top of him, and I did the action command. The action command isn't hard once you know that all you have to do is mash the fucking X button. If you don't know you have to mash the X button immediately after getting on top of him, you're gonna miss out and not kill him. That is the only difficulty that that's the only difficulty of that boss fight. And once again, I shot him once in the fuck me light with the Barrett, and he went down, like, without even a problem. He went down and I got on top of him. So I think that if every single boss is just going to have a fuck me light, I really think that Capcom really needs to rethink the intelligence of people who play these games. Because honestly, I'm sick and fucking tired of fuck me lights. Pardon the redundancy, but I just am. I really hate how games think everybody is an idiot, despite the fact that this is an M17 rated game. And chances are, if you're going to be playing it, in order to stick and understand and play it without any complicity, you have to have the intelligence of at least a fucking 12-year-old. And I'm pretty sure a 12-year-old probably would have noted that the way to kill that fucking asshole was to shoot it in the back. Shoot it in the giant fucking thing sticking out of its back or its mouth. Either one would have done the goddamn job. Alright, so I think this is a good instance to demonstrate to you guys the dashing, not the dashing. So there's two ways to dodge. You could either hold the aim button and tap the direction plus the X button, like this. And you could dodge like that. Or you can dash and then press the aim button and what's it called? Dash and press the aim button dash, press the aim button in the direction you want to dash in that case, or while you're dashing, like that. And you can also aim while you're on the floor, in case I didn't demonstrate that before. You can roll. I'm gonna try to. Here's this guy knocked. But it's literally just like that, basically. Oh wait, I'm out of bullets. I love how that grab did literally nothing. So, quick shot immediately targets a recent foe. I think that's already been established. I'm going to shoot these guys with my 909, whatever the shit this pistol is. Okay, once again, I didn't even know that guy was this guy. I thought it was one of my guys trying to shoot a guy behind me. So, once again, distinguishment. I can't fucking find it. You think I would be able to take cover here if that was the case, but no, I can't. I tried linking up with it, there's no link. So, I think that if they're going to even have a cover system, it has to be more distinguishable of what I can cover onto and what I can cover not cover onto, or just not let me cover at all, or just let me cover everything. Don't be discriminate. Just fucking either let me do it or don't. I mean, it's like, on Uncharted, you could basically tell what you can cover and what you can't. I thought this guy right here was an enemy, just because he was moving. I really think that these shadows need a little bit work texture-wise so I can distinguish my teammates from my fucking enemies. So, basically, now we're gonna do this stupid section. Stupid.
Get over here. I need you to blow the space.
So I think that, but easily, I think that the point of a cover system is useless in this game, because I don't understand how many enemies are literally gonna, because this is not really like a cover-based first-person shooter. This really isn't. It's literally just run in, shoot everybody, and just get shot down, and then shoot more people. I mean, maybe in different maybe when the actual game comes out, and it gets officially released, and I play through the whole thing, it might have distinguishable differences, but honestly, I don't really see how this could be any different. Because this entire thing sets the tone for the game, really. So, RPG fucker. This entire thing sets the tone. So, there is a ladder I could have gone up here, but it's useless when you're not playing as peers. Because when you're playing as peers, this is your sniper's nest. And you basically can take out your Barrett and kill everybody from up there. But with Chris, since we don't have a sniper, we gotta do some stupid shit, and we gotta run headfirst into the array to make sure that fucking Finn doesn't die. Despite the fact that the AI of our teammates will actually probably kill everybody before they even have a chance to get up here. You think I'm joking, but no. But they're not smart enough to kill the guys that come down here with RPGs. That will heavily damage you and Pierce. So, that was a case where I dodged forward while dashing, as well as, I'm full on grenades, really? I'm full on inventory. Yeah, my inventory's maxed because I didn't do that. You do have an inventory, you do have a limited inventory. I'm kind of curious to see, there's the other serpent emblem thing. I am curious to see if there is going to be an item box like in 5, or we're going to have to I'm pretty sure Piers just sniped that dude, but once again, the guy with the RPG is still abundant, and he's annoying the ever-loving What the hell is he doing? He's shooting the fucking wall. Apparently he's retarded. So as I was saying, that was probably... Was that Piers? Yeah. I'm going to back up now, because the timer is basically a quarter full, and I'd rather not bother just fucking with these guys. It's no use, really. So, I think I could probably cover onto this. Yeah, I can, but once I get out of cover immediately in my... Yeah, the only guys you have to worry about, it seems like, is just the dudes with the RPGs, because your teammates and peers, once again, really cover you. I think the AI is good. I'm willing... And added to that, it switched my camera, which pisses me off. The AI is good. I mean, I'm not saying that at all it is bad. I thought that was one of my guys there, because he's wearing black. And his textures basically blend into the whole entire situation. It really needs to be real. One of those guys has a rocket launcher. But yeah, so Chris's gameplay easily is the most disappointing of that. Just easily... It's just boring. It really is. I've grown sick and tired of just generic move up to cover, shoot things. I mean, Uncharted it's done relatively well because there's puzzles and platforming, and cover is not always prominently needed, as well as you could mix up gunfights with melee. In this case, I'm literally just running into a fray of dickheads, maybe trying to find cover whilst trying to not die, whilst shooting everything I possibly can in the face. So I really don't think that, if that's the entirety of Chris's gameplay throughout all 5 chapters, I'm going to be thoroughly, just thoroughly hate-filled and piss-raged there. Jake's, I'm actually tempted to leave Jake's cutscene in, because Jake's cutscene actually starts off when they're probably in Indionia, or is it Indionia or Indionia, Eastern Europe. But the demo starts him and Sherry off in Langxing, or I think that's how it's China. Later, like probably very late in the game, China, because of how difficult this is. But each demo, each cutscene has a time. I'm not gonna even aim. Sherry, God, now I'm restarting. I really don't want those guys to see me. It ruins the whole entire hardcore parkour situation. Sherry, please don't. Oh my God, these guys. Stupid fucking Yabo. I'm telling you, if I don't let these guys pass, the entirety of this part is going to be hell. Jake's demo really emphasizes... Oh my God, this guy just keeps seeing me. You're pissing me off, Broseph. So fuck you, I'm going to beat the ever-loving shit out of you. Yeah, fuck you. Alright, that guy became a chrysalis, so we have to get out of here ASAP. Without a shadow of a fucking doubt. We gotta get out of here. We gotta hardcore parkour our ass up to that ladder and get that door open. So Jake, we are clearly in a very late area of the game, judging by the numerous amount of bullet fire and difficulty we got going on here. Because of how many chrysalises we're definitely fighting. And the sheer number of guns we have with us, but I don't think we're gonna have this many firearms. But actually, with all these guns, I can't even really use them effectively because it's not a good idea to stick around to shoot everybody. Sherry, what are you doing? Oh my God! Oh my God! Don't let me fall! Don't let me fall! Oh my God! Get up, Jake! Get up! Okay, I'm camping. I'm fucking camping this door. Oh my God! Get away from me, fucker! Yeah, eat it! Eat the fucking Magnum! Oh shit! Oh shit! Sherry, where's the other one? Where's the second one? Where's the second? Oh my God! Sherry! Oh my God! There's 3 of them. This is bad. This is grade A bad. I don't have any grenades. Oh God, I'm getting knocked down. I'm gonna die here. Because despite the fact that, yeah, I'm gonna die here. I have 1 bullet left in this elephant eater. I'm just gonna continuously keep spamming. This is why I didn't want to. Oh wait, I got Magnum ammo. Wait. If I can, oh God, I'm trapped. I'm stun locked. I can't. All right, we're running. I don't think we're gonna survive this one. Take as many herb tablets as we can here, buddy. Oh God. Sherry's down. I'm trying to melee this fucking asshole. Because if you can melee him, you can do an action command. But I can't. I don't have any stamina. Oh my God. It's in Jake's demo that we get introduced to the C virus Yabo with their arm extensions. And that's really difficult to do because trying to get a full combo off is quite possibly the most annoying thing to do on those. But in Chris's gameplay, we did get introduced to another thing about secondary fire. This machine gun actually has a grenade launcher, and you need specific ammo for that. Jake doesn't have a knife, he has melee. You can actually charge the melee to do special tricks, but I found it very difficult to do in this part of the demo, so we're not going to do it. It's very difficult to demonstrate. Like, you have to lock onto a target and hold the button, and depending on how many enemies are in the area, around the guy, and how long you hold it down, you'll do either a certain amount of damage, or you'll do a fucking sweet ass combo, like some fucking wrestling shit and grapple. So Jake definitely focuses more so on a runaway gameplay, I think. Because I don't know if it's just the fact that this is a very difficult part of the game. Probably very late, maybe Chapter 4 level gameplay. But, but if this is like how the entire tone of the game is, especially if we're going to be fighting the Ustanok often, I think that the Ustanok does not show up in this demo, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to at least see him once, but this is definitely probably, I think, going to be probably the most nerve-wracking gameplay. Leon's is probably going to be the most enjoyable. Chris is going to be the most boring. This one, definitely the most exasperating. Alright, I'm going to try to... Sherry has her stun rod, but, see, like there was two guys there, and I held down my stamina bar for two, what's it called? For two bar. I held down the charge for 2 stamina bars. Because that's how the melee works. You use a stamina. And I did a charge and then an uppercut because there's 2 guys in the area. One complaint about Jake that I found is that maybe it's just the Yabo with their melee, but he is incredibly fucking... he is incredibly goddamn weak. What I mean is that it really, like, he doesn't take... From machine gun fire, he really doesn't, like, the bars don't really deplete like you might have noticed in the Chris demo, but they like go down so easy, and he has the same, every character has the same amount of like health bars and stamina bars, but his his health goes down so fast. So does Elena's for some reason. I don't understand that. So apparently, yeah, but like Jake's is definitely going to be the most nerve-wracking. If we have to deal with Chrysalis a lot, plus Ustanok, plus a lot of Yabo with guns, I'm probably going to shit myself. Because, trust me, that's going to be, I don't know, like, this part, like, I haven't died, but I very well could have come close. I lucked out by getting 5 bullets for this gun. If I didn't get any ammo for the Magnum, I'd be fucked. I might add that. If Chrysalis showed up, there really is no easy way to take them down. Especially if they show up in pairs, because, like, we had to fight 3. I barely survived. So, if Sherry actually falls down here when you're playing as Sherry, they actually have a different exchange of dialogue here. It's actually an entirely different strain. It has the same kind of connotations, but it's different. I'm wasting bullets because I'm spamming through my inventory, trying to switch my gun type here. This is just a machine gun. I love how I switched my aim modes, and it just did that anyway. But that's fine. Let's switch it back. This gun's oh god, stupid fucking Chrysalis. We did get a shotgun back there. So Chrysalis like to do this thing where they knock you down with their needle spray, and then yeah, meleeing not easy like that, and then continuously fucking you over and over again while you're on the floor to prevent you from actually going anywhere. Now in reality, I'm doing a very bad thing here by simply trying to kill these Yabo. What I should be doing is actually clearing this area out so Sherry has a clear path for me to boost her up here. But of course she's already up there somehow. So that's if they fall down, I guess. But the AI is relatively intelligent. This part, I'm not gonna kill these guys. Once again, not really clear if cover is here. I'm not gonna kill these guys. I'm just gonna wait for Sherry. I'm just gonna wait for Sherry to. I'm gonna wait for Sherry to open the door while I flashbang. And yeah, and now I'm not gonna do anything because if all of those guys mutate into Chrysalis if killed. So by not killing them, I've ensured that I don't have to deal with a lot of Chrysalists while doing this. So I think that that's probably going to be a key strategy throughout the whole campaign with Jake. I think that this demo definitely relies, but like I was saying, this one definitely focused more so on the AI and your partner Because like when you play as Sherry, when I did that acrobatic shit as Jake, when you play as Sherry, you actually have to go up there for Jake to do it himself, and then you do the part that Sherry did automatically. So I think it's like a more cooperative-based instance. That I think if you had somebody helping you along, it'd go by easier. But definitely, I think that one. But out of all the demos, I like Leon's the best. It's not just the veteran in me saying, you know, the real survival horror is better than New Age. It's definitely not that. It's definitely not. It could very well be, but I think that out of all these demos, the best representation was Leon's. It had a more of a better feel to it. Chris's was absolutely terrible. I hate the first fucking 5 minutes of the demo when I played it. I got knocked right down from something I couldn't even see. How at all is that good? I mean, that's definitely not even late game. That's early game right there. Chapter 1 or 2 right there. And that's fucking it, man. I'm not going to go through the demo as all the other partners, but I'm just going to go through while I'm finishing up my rant here. As Leon's once again, my favorite part out of all of them. So I think I already expected this from the very beginning in my predictions, but I knew for a fact that I was probably going to enjoy Leon's demo, Leon's scenario more so than Chris or Jake's. Jake's I think I'll actually enjoy a lot. As much as I think the Ustanok is nowhere near as frightening as Nemesis, I really do think that if all the parts of Jake's campaign are very similar to what we just seen, where you have to really emphasize on, you know, focusing on a partnership rather than taking out everything on screen. You have to really dodge and really try to survive, and the amount of guns really doesn't matter. I really think that if they focus on that predominantly, the game itself will, then I'll like that campaign as second best. Leon's is already just in my mind settled as first best. Even when I'm playing, I know for a fact I'm probably going to enjoy it better. Jace is probably going to be a strong second. Chris's is not even in third. Chris's is the 50th. I'm just grown sick and tired of generic third-person shooter aspects in this series because I mean, this is good. We're actually going through sections where we're exploring, not shooting everything in the face, not dealing with a lot of crowds. I'm actually getting grabbed. I'm doing different things other than, okay, take cover, try to find cover for that matter. Elena's fucking elbow drop is quite possibly the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's kind of weird how this chick does Hulk Hogan shit. And The Rock. Does she do a freaking... I'm pretty sure she does a leg drop, so technically it could be considered Hulk Hogan shit. That's the role I was talking about. It happens when you're at a distinguishable distance. But as I was saying, yeah, like... Definitely, I think it's just like... I understand that they wanted to very diversitize the gameplay, and they do that well, as demonstrated by these demos. You could really tell that the gameplay is vastly different. Just judging from this first fact that we ourselves only have handguns. We ourselves have handguns. We're dealing with a lot less enemies, but they're also a lot dangerous just by themselves. In Chris's case, we're dealing with definitely a more war shooter, man shooter-esque aspect where we're just fighting dozens of outpouring enemies in a cover-based environment in a blandition setting, similar to a la COD or Gears. Once again, and you know, I know that's the comparison that I always make. I mean, it's a stated fact that Call of Duty ruined Resident Evil, and if anyone doesn't believe me, there's an article that's an official statement by Capcom that says they don't think making a real survival horror game would be appealing enough, so they want to appeal more so to fans of first-person shooters of popular titles like COD and Gears of War, which is why Call of Duty ruined Resident Evil. That's just a gigantic statement there in black and white. And you can definitely see that Chris's gameplay, I think, is easily the worst. It's just, I just don't like it. Because, like, once again, I think, because, like, in Resident Evil 4, there was aspects where I thought the game really just took the third-person element, third-person shooter element, of, like, to an extreme. Like, mostly in the end game, because I think it got really difficult when you had to fight, like, a bunch of dudes with grenades and the JJ all at once. But the JJ was the only guy with the gun. So I don't know. But that was in the end of the game. That right there, what we saw in Chris's demo, was the very beginning. That was easily, it's in Indionia, so that's easily probably Chapter 2. And we were already dealing with fuckloads of guys up the ass. And you know, they just kept knocking me down. It was just colossal fucking ass. It was a clusterfuck, and I kept seeing I kept mistaking my teammates for the enemy and the enemy for my teammates. And you can call me retarded, you can call me whatever you want, but still, like that, like if I can't fucking distinguish with the brightness held up high and the textures are the same in the body figures, I don't fucking see how I'm actually supposed to distinguish. You have no idea how many times, like, I didn't pay attention to my laser dot sight and I shot at my teammate in the demo so many times. It's fucking stupid. And then there's the whole cover system. I mean, just if you want to do a cover system, do it like Uncharted. Uncharted has quite possibly the best cover system in any third-person shooter as game I've ever played. Why? Because it's not difficult. You find a piece of wall, you press the circle button, you link to the wall, you can move on the wall, you can duck out of cover, you can blind fire. If you don't want to add those elements, then don't fucking include a cover system. Don't even mention that there is. Because I sure as fuck wouldn't have been able to tell. I mean, that's just a common fucking fact. Like, honestly, if I wasn't distinctively trying to look for cover, I never would have discovered that there was a cover system. Like, you think, like, some walls are easy, some walls are simple. Others, like, you don't even know. You don't know what you can link to, what you can't. Some things that you would think, like the sandbags, you can't link to the sandbags. You parkour over the sandbags. You do a lot of parkouring over a lot of things you think you can cover into. It's ridiculous. That's my major complaint. And it's like, I really just don't feel like that the demo really might give me any indication that the gameplay is going to be any different than that. Like, I think that this is going to be Leon's demo. This is going to be Leon's gameplay just based on experiences from previous gameplays, previous information set on upon us, and I think that it's going to be good. I think that if you give us a slow pace of zombies and exploration, then make us fight or run away from a bunch of crowds, it gives you more indication of like an old school game where an old school survival horror game where if you actually play well, your skill dictates good reward. Like, you don't have to use as many bullets or health items. If you can dodge zombies accurately, I mean, if you can dodge zombies accurately, I don't think the, what's it called? What am I trying to say?
Now we know where all the infected were hiding.
Oh, that's an interesting one. But as I was saying, like, it's not really dependent on if... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I really don't. I lost my train of thought when I threw a grenade. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I lost my train of thought when I threw the grenade. Oh yeah, like more risk versus reward. Like if you can dodge a zombie, you don't have to use that many bullets. If you know how to dodge a zombie accurately, you don't have to use the bullets. If you can, you don't have to use the bullets. And if you can, what's it called? I'm trying to think of another example. I had another. What did I use? If you can dodge the zombie, you don't have to waste bullets and health items. So if you know how to handle yourself well and the controls and know how to handle a situation well with certain bullets or no hidden locations of bullets, or in Resident Evil 3's case, where you know exactly what to make to handle certain situations, then you yourself have advantages over everything in the game, even if it's randomized. So, if you know how to handle yourself, you get a good amount of steady reward here. Like, in that situation, since I made use of grenades, since I made use of my grenades, and even when I was playing as Leon, I didn't have to waste as many handgun bullets. And since I used my, what's it called?
After another.
And since I used, since I didn't, in Leon's case, when I was using my melee, I didn't have to overuse my handgun. And for that, I have over 156 bullets now because I just used the Hydra. Now take it that I wasted all my Hydra ammo to do that, and I didn't have to. I could have just thrown my grenades and run back and forth collecting items at my partner killed, but once again, that's kind of a thing that's like that. And also, as you could tell, when I played Leon's demo again, I didn't try to kill all the zombies ahead of me. I ran by them because it's not a good idea it's not a good idea to just waste all that extensive ammo right at the end of the part when you know you can't really survive it, because you don't have to kill everything. I think that's what really makes it good. So I think that's what makes this the good. Like, I'm gonna run by all these dead bodies. I'm not gonna even fight them. I think that's what makes this demo the most prominent in my mind as to what is probably going to be the best scenario. Just because it's not atypical, at least in my opinion. Because atypical as to the series as of late, I should say. I actually get a good Resident Evil 4 kind of vibe from it, which is both a good and bad. But I know later on in the game we're probably going to get into a heavy action-orientated environment. Leon's not going to come in time. We're going to get into a heavy action-orientated environment, but that's fine. As long as we can deal with some zombies, we can deal with figuring out if running away is our best solution or not, then I think, or not, and how to handle conserved bullets and etc., then I definitely think this will be the best campaign. Chris, as I already said, will probably be the worst because it's atypical. It's more of the same with a little bit of flair that does not work at all. Jake's is going to be more nerve-wracking, more emphasis on running away, probably more so than this one due to vast amount of difficulty. In this one, I feel that you're going to have less guns to work with. You're going to have to really figure out how to accurately maneuver through certain situations, maybe solve a couple puzzles that might just be exclusive to Ada's game. I do not know.
Let's go.
But definitely, I think this one is good. Jake's will probably be emphasized on skill gives you reward, definitely, because if you can maneuver fast enough, if you know how to deal with certain enemies, know what's coming towards you, you can definitely make it through it okay. Like at the very beginning of Jake's demo, if I could have just let those guys pie, I could have very easily done that second section without really much of a trouble. So either way, that's really just my opinion. This situation gets the same. No action commands for Elena. I'm going to catch you guys later. I'll probably upload this in one whole video. But either way, after the game comes out and I play through it and I get a little good handle, maybe a couple walkthroughs are up, I will be recording the game, I will be playing through the game, and from the looks of it, I'm probably going to be enjoying the game. So, peace out.